Hi, everyone. This is Bill, your host, along with Jen, who is producing tonight's Friday Night Light show here at the Mid Penn. We're broadcasting deep within our studio in an undisclosed location. This interview is part of our summer series where we interview high school football players leading up to and through the end of this season. Tonight's show is for Joey, so please feel free to ask questions in the chat box, and we'll try to get to all of them. And before we welcome him, don't forget to tackle that like button and share the buttons to help grow his interview in front of more eyes. Now, please welcome our guest is Joey Palco. Jo-
Guys.
Good, good. Um, Joey, you're in the class of 2023 at Pottsville High School. You're on the varsity football team. You play defensive edge and linebacker.
Correct.
All right. And also a little bit of tight end. You're
Yep.
6'4". You weigh 225. You have an 3.7 GPA, and you are on the honors and the AP student roll.
That's correct.
All right. Very good. So before we jump into our questions, Joey, won't you go ahead and look at the screen there for your huddle? Give us some
Yeah.
comments.
All right, right here, the player watching and talking Valley. I'm coming off the edge. Go inside. I think it was a power run to the right. I followed the guard, and I'm pretty sure that was a fumble I poked out, actually. My buddy recovered it. Um, right here, we're playing our rivals. It's a Saturday game. Again, off the edge. Just holding the tackle, get off the block, and tackle right in the hole. This one, I think this is Falcon Valley again. Um, just showing my speed off the edge. Gonna run out. I didn't think it was a keep the outside. Northwestern Lehigh. Again, this is one of my tight ends, one of my pancakes, showing my blocking ability. And you can tell me whenever you want me to stop. But here we go. We got another stalking one. I got a lot of film for stalking there. Ran the ball really well, but just getting off the block, making another tackle. This is a goal line stand up. Their quarterback, he's actually at Kent State right now. He had a keep right up the middle, blocked him up.
Yeah, I really like how you get off the block on most of these.
Thank you, appreciate it. Yeah. Southern Lehigh, another great team. They had a really good start against us. I haven't watched this in a very long time. I'm enjoying it. All right, here we go. I remember this one. That was like try to make it look like a screen. You can see like their O line right away. I followed the. This is just another block. That's our power set. We just like power eye, just run right into the end zone. That's our school likes to do that a lot.
Great, great.
There,
Well, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Joey. Go ahead.
oh yeah, it's gone, but I believe it's one of my blocks. My favorite thing to do. Oh no, it's not. I'm sorry. I prefer loss. I had a few good passes against them, but ACC that was our playoff game. Just stuff in the inside. But yeah, a lot of my favorite parts of the game, I'd say a lot of it. My favorite part is whenever I can see when I see the tackle step down and I know someone's coming to kick me, but like I just go and kick them before anything. Like that's probably my favorite part of the defensive side of the ball. But yeah. Thank you for showing my film.
Not a problem. Like I said, I like how you have really pretty good technique. You have a good base with your feet. You use your hands a lot to fend off the defender or offensive guy to, either slant inside for go after the quarterback or a short handoff. So you're really in a lot of good positions with your technique.
Thank you.
So before we jump into our questions, Joey, we just wanted to wish you a very happy belated birthday.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you.
All right, let's just start with some easy rapid fire questions. Are
Gotcha.
you an Apple or Android man?
Oh, Apple. Come on.
You younger guys, you're all Apple. Yeah. So
Oh,
us old folk, we have to run the Android system. What is your favorite meal?
favorite meal. All right, 100%. And this is just because this place just opened up. We have a Chinese buffet in Pottsville. They just opened up, and I like their honey chicken a lot. So I'll go get their honey chicken with their rice, and I love Chinese food. I'm a big Chinese guy.
So, how about dessert?
Dessert? To be honest, I'm not a big dessert guy. Like, I will not eat cake. I won't eat cupcakes. I will not eat anything that's like cake. I just don't. It's just like it's not like me trying to be like, oh, I'm trying to be a big healthy guy. I don't like cake a lot. But I'm like a more of a milkshake smoothie kind of guy. In the winter, I lean towards milkshakes, and then in the summer, I like smoothies because it's like summer, hotter outside. Smoothies are a little more refreshing. That's how I am.
Alrighty, what type of car?
I do drive a BMW. I love BMWs. They're my favorite car. But yeah,
Vacation. If you could go anywhere that you wanted to with a full paid vacation, where would that be?
you could take me anywhere in the world. I'll tell you, take me to Stone Harbor, New Jersey. I swear to, I wouldn't go anywhere else. I wouldn't go to another country. I'd go to Stone Harbor, 96th Street. I'm sure I got a lot of people that can agree with me on that. I love Stone Harbor, New Jersey.
That's great. Thanks, Joey. Those were good answers to our warm up questions. So let's just dive right on into the interview here.
Okay.
A lot of people say the best part of high school is prom. Did you go to junior prom? And if so, what was your favorite part?
All right, true story. Through my freshman through junior year, I have not been to a prom. I I've never been intrigued to like all my buddies have went, but I've had events like I've had football camps and I've had a lot of different things that were scheduled the same day as the prom, and I never wanted to go that bad. So I would always choose like go to a football camp down in Florida. I've done things like that, and I don't regret my decisions. Like I'll 100% go to my prom for my senior year. You know what I mean? Like it's senior year. I'll go to prom, have a great time with friends and everyone. But yeah, I have not been to a prom.
Good. So I'm going to get into some harder questions here. So,
Gotcha.
what is your least favorite subject in school and why?
Okay, so my least favorite subject in school is by far science, and the reason is because my mom is a doctor's in biology. So whenever I do anything, like I just took my honors course. I took honors bio my freshman year, took honors chemistry my sophomore year, and honor and genetics honors my junior year this last year. And I do good in the class, but I don't enjoy learning about it because I feel like now it is everything is obviously like you need to know in the real world, but I feel like it's nothing that I'm going to need in my future. So that's just how I feel. And whenever I come home and like I have like say like I'll show my mom a test and she'll be like, "You got this wrong," and she'll like yell about it because she knows everything. So I would for sure say science.
Yeah, that'd be a tough one there. What would be your favorite subject in school and why?
My favorite subject in school is definitely math. I just took my my trig and pre-calculus honors class, and I have a very great teacher at my school. And I had a great year with him. And my favorite part about it is that it's challenging, but I was able to like overcome it. And I would always like stay with my teacher after class, and it's one of those things where yeah, it's really hard, but it's super doable, and it's one of those things just like football where you can challenge yourself and that you can become better at it, and that's why I enjoy math.
Great. So, based on your play and everything that I've seen before, are you a team player?
100%, yes.
So, then let's just say a younger player would really blow a play. How would you handle that?
So to be honest, what a lot of other people would do is they'd probably like in the moment they'd be like, "Yo, like you can't be doing that." They'd yell them a little bit. But to be honest, I think what the best thing to do is, and what I have done with some of my, even in my class, like my younger friends that are in my class, like say the drive after or the next time out, you just pull them to the side and you say, "Hey man, like for example, if say one of my a safety came under a route trying to pick it off and he couldn't get it, I'd say, listen, man, it's like a varsity level sport right now, and if you're not gonna if you're gonna cut like a pass, you need to know you're gonna pick it off or at least tip it or something because if you don't, it's gonna be a touchdown. You know what I mean? Like you're our safety, like but like it's all about learning, and everyone makes mistakes. Like I made plenty of mistakes. I will go through my film with you and show you every mistake I've ever made, but You know what I mean? Like you have to be understanding, and that's where I come.
Sure. I mean, those guys that want to get angry and start yelling or starting to demean on the field, all that does is make him shut down more. But the good best way to do it is sort of like you were is the positive reinforcement. Like you said, we'll get you there.
Yes, and that's what I've had growing up. Coming from Pottsville, I've had great senior leaders growing up. A lot of good guys that have helped me get to where I am right now with coaches and players. So I just try to take after what I've been through.
Have you always been a defensive end or more of an edge rusher or and tight end?
Yeah, that's a great question. I was actually so I started playing football my eighth grade year, and I was a safety. I played in the freshman team. They moved me up, so I played in my freshman team at my school, and I was a safety, and I was also a quarterback that year. So I played safety quarterback that year, and then my freshman year, I didn't play in the freshman team. I played JV and varsity, and I was a outside linebacker and tight end that year. And then the year after that was a sophomore year when the whole coronavirus pandemic was
Ah,
taken off, and we had a wacky year. That's when I was a defensive end. That's when I started like learning the defensive end spot, getting used to everything, and that's when I really fell in love with it. That's how it's my spot now. I love DM.
good. So as you would move into your senior year, because technically, I guess you're a senior now because you graduate or went through and you're in the summer now, right? So you're technically a
Correct. Yeah.
senior. Um,
Yep.
how do you think youth football prepared you for today?
It prepared me great. My first year, and I've never said this before, but like I had my dad as my coach. He was a coach, and at the time he'd be hard on me, but he was a great influence. My program, Pottsville, has great coaches, 7 through 12. Like everyone's great, and it really is what they do in our program, and I'm sure a lot of other programs. They do a really good job at teaching you in junior high what you're going to be doing and getting you ready for the next step at freshman and then to JV and then to varsity. So my first year in middle school was a great learning step for me.
So I'm going to show my age here. Back when I played, we only had VSH tape for film study. Okay, um,
Gotcha.
and the study was only on Sundays. Today's age is more technical with digital use by either school or third party live streaming. Does the team get instant access after the game?
Yes, we will probably get it a good. My head coach, he will post our game on Huddle. I'd say usually, depending if it's an away game, he'll get home. So it's usually like within 30 minutes to at longest an hour and a half.
Well, that's still relatively quick than what I did.
Yeah.
So obviously, you think it does help you improve as a player and then also as a team.
Yes, 100%. Yeah. Every Sunday, as a team, we go over, we watch our film, and we'll have every position coach there. We'll go over every spot. And, if you're not doing the right things, the coach will let you know. But it definitely helps everyone individually and as a team.
Besides watching film, what is your routine during the week?
During like an in-season week.
Yeah.
So Sunday we watched the game previous that we played like the previous Friday, and then Monday you have school, and then the first thing we do after school is we get prepared for the team we're going to play. We'll watch one of their games, and then we condition with our trainer, which we have the best trainer in the country, and I stand by that. Um, yeah, so he gets us ready. We do therapy with him, and then Tuesday we have our full padded practice where we'll go down, get a good stretch in, be there for like 3 hours, do everything. Team O, Team D. We'll do inside run. We do everything. Um, then Wednesday is another practice day at the practice field where we just do shells, which is helmets and shoulder pads. We run a little bit after it. More agility. Monday's the day where we run. You know what I mean? Like we condition, and then Wednesday is more of a just an agility day. Thursday we have our walkthrough. Just go over a lot of the plays and formations that we're gonna need to be like used to, and we're gonna need to see and be able to react quick to them. And then Friday's game day.
That's a good week, solid week. On
Yeah,
game
we have a
day,
great time.
what gets you fired up in the locker room?
In the locker room,
Yeah.
so our team is very, very. Like like every team, I'm sure. We have a lot of our starters. We'll get there, we'll like give each other our handshakes and stuff, and then everyone got their headphones in, and like everyone's getting locked in, listening to music and stuff. We walk out of our locker room, and we get ready to go. We all like stretch. We talk to each other. It's definitely different, like a different mood. Everyone has a different vibe on game day. No one's acting crazy. Maybe the younger kids, the JV kids, they have fun with it. But yeah, I'd say personally, it's music. Music will get me going more than anything else. Besides, um, my coach, Coach Yost, he's our defense coordinator. His speeches will get us ready. That's what really gets us going.
Yeah, that's what you watch Friday Night Lights, sort of like our what we stole from him, but we didn't.
Yeah,
Mentality is one of the most important aspects of the game. So, what does warrior mode look like for you?
mentality.
Yeah, mentality, mentally.
Oh, mentally. All right. So like, yeah, before a game, if there's like one person or one, like you can't fake your mentality. You know what I mean? Like when you go out there, like it's either you got the mentality or you don't. And so I was a sophomore and I was a DN, and you really just gotta get yourself pissed off. And if you go back and you watch any videos on YouTube of Brian Dawkins, it'll get you ready to go. That's one thing I'll say. It'll get you ready to go. Or for other things, if you have any dreams in life or anything you want to do when you're older, and you have like videos on YouTube that can like kind of like get you to look at that and be like, damn, like I want that. Like that's like my goal is always to play college football at the highest level possible. So like sometimes before my games, I'll be watching like I'll be watching some highlights from college games or like say some like college team entrances and just like the cool, just all that stuff that everyone loves, and like stuff that like will want to inspire you and get you ready to go out there and do whatever you got to do, whether you're a defensive player that needs to take heads off or a quarterback that needs to throw the lights out. Well, not throw the lights out, like throw dimes to their players and run the offense smoothly.
Beyond a winning season, what does success look like for you?
Success this year. So our
Yes.
team has goals right now, and we want to go 1-0 every week. So every week we're just going to worry about that team. We're just going to try to do everything we can to get prepared for that game, and then go out on Friday, do everything we can to win it. But I know we want to win our league, we want to win our district, and the base is last. That's as simple as it is. Want to know every week.
All right. What is your best memory playing football?
I guess. All right. So I'll give you a real memory, and then I'll give you a memory like from just playing football, and then like a memory from like an in-game situation. So I have a friend, his name is Max George, just graduated. Me and him, whenever we would run out to the field, I'd be the first one out. I'd go to the right, wait for him, he'd come, and we'd just jump up and do our little like chest bump thing. We've done that all the time, and now he's gone. So, it's a little sad, but it is what it is. But definitely winning a district championship my freshman year was by far it was an unreal feeling, and that's what makes me like want to get back there even more like bad this year.
Yeah, that is a big drive to get back to the district championship. There's no doubt about that. So, who would be your biggest role model?
My biggest role model.
Yes.
So my dad's always my biggest role model, and no one will ever be a bigger role model than him. But for sure, my besides him, I would say it's my old friend Bobby Walchuk. He's my friend still, but he's in college now. Bobby's had he's put more work in than a lot of people have ever seen, and right now he's at Penn State. He's just working hard every day, and I look up to Bobby. I always have. So I'd say that's my role model.
Who is your biggest fan and why?
My biggest fan.
Yes.
Both my grandparents. I got my comes to every single game. Now my parents are always there, but like my Grammy Gears, she'll always be there watching my games. She never misses one. My grandma Lickman and my pop pops, both of them. I know they're always there. My dad's dad in heaven. I know he's one of my biggest fans. So my grandparents are huge fans of mine.
That is awesome. What would you say your greatest weakness is?
My greatest weakness?
Yes.
I don't know if I've ever been asked that before. I gotta think.
Just take your time and think about it. Your show.
Oh, yeah, I got you. I don't know. I mean, my biggest weakness, I'd say, is my biggest weakness, right,
Yep.
is probably playing on grass, and which I do in the game. And like, it's not that big of a deal. It's really not. I just love playing on turf. I really do. But like playing on grass, you get used to it. But you slip like being a DN, sometimes you lose your footing, and it's just like it's annoying here and there. But it's not the biggest of deal. It's just definitely playing on grass is one of my weaknesses.
All right, now we're going to flip the coin here. How about telling us what your greatest strength is?
My greatest strength is, I'd say, it's my God given ability just to like. Yes, I'm a DN, but I'm a very athletic person. Like, I've played basketball at a really high level. I've played a lot of travel basketball. I've always played up like with my sports. When I was eighth grade, I played freshman for football and basketball. I've played a lot. I've went to a lot of camps, competed at a lot of high levels, and I'm not just one of those like downhill. I'm just gonna go and hit someone as hard as I can. I'm very, very agile, and I'd say I'm athletic off the edge.
That's awesome. Um, that you have that ability. So the aspect of that is really one of the highest traits a player should have.
Yes.
So, one final question for you. Looking ahead, do you know what you'll be doing after high school?
Not 100%, but it's gonna have to do something with sports. I love sports. Um, I have thought before, like maybe I'll be an offensive coordinator or a head coach for my school one day and like teach something. Like I'm totally okay with that. I just want to be happy when I'm older. I want to be around my family. I'd say if it wasn't teaching and being a coach, I'd probably want to be in sports administration, something somewhere around there, and just see where I can go.
Well, I had a feeling that you'll go pretty far because with that, whatever you do, I believe you're going to do.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
You're quite welcome. Thank you, Joey, for coming on our show and giving us a chance to see the man that you are. And everyone out there, don't forget to like and share this interview and tackle the subscribe button and the bell. That way you can get future notifications for our interviews. Doing so helps get these interviews in front of their family and friends who weren't able to join us today, and it also helps us with our YouTube algorithms. Joey, from everyone here at the Friday Night Lights Show Mid Penn, we wish you good blessings upon your move into this season.
Thank you very much. Uh,
See you next time.
uh, uh,